Okay, so if you say that you have the worst job in the world, I want you to reconsider that after seeing this movie and having a diving suit on you. You are 300 feet below water and you are stranded in the middle of nowhere with 10 minutes of air. And please tell me how your job is worse than these divers. Please, I implore you to try and say that statement. Hey guys, what's going on? It's Daniel Strunk from QuickTime Reactions. And yeah, as you can tell by the intro, I got out of seeing Last Breath. This is a movie that stars Woody Harrelson, Simu Liu, and Finn Cole as a team of three divers venturing out into the North Sea to fix some underwater piping. When one of the divers' cord is snapped and he is stranded on the bottom of the ocean, it is up to not only his team but the people on the ship to basically try and save his life before he dies because of lack of oxygen to the brain. So I had seen in the trailers for this movie that it was based on a true story. And I'm like, I don't know why in my mind I immediately put the blocks up and was like, this, I, there's no way that this could happen. And sure enough, I Googled um, the real life into the real life history of this, and yeah, it is 100% true that this guy by the name of so they're the three-man team: Duncan, Dave, and Chris. Chris was the one that ended up um, being stranded at the bottom of the ocean, or at least at the bottom of the ocean essentially. And he was down there with literally 10 minutes of air and went through that and ended up being underwater without oxygen for almost half an hour and still came out of it alive. And that is absolutely mind boggling to me. Like, even scientists and other experts are like, they don't know how he survived. He should be dead. But the working theory is that it was a unique combination of the depth that he was at mixed with the temperature, and that's how he was able to survive for so long. Um, I just find this story absolutely fascinating, and um, everyone on this did an amazing job. First, let's talk about our three leads, the men that we follow the most in this. Woody Harrelson as Duncan, Simu Liu as Dave, and Finn Cole as Chris. Um, they do an absolutely amazing job of kind of building out the team dynamic of of the three of them. Um, Duncan is the grizzled vet. Dave is the more stoic of the two, and Chris is the newbie, essentially. And I just love the dynamic that these three have. It is a classic dynamic that we've seen in other iterations of a story kind of similar to this, although this is based off of real life history. Um, but yeah, I love their dynamic, and I also can't wait to see Simu Liu come back to uh, the superhero genre. I know he's been killing it and everything else. He was in Barbie, he was in this, and I I'm loving him and all the other stuff that he's done. But I can't wait to see him come back to the MCU. I'm excited for that. Woody Harrelson is also really, really good, and Finn Cole. Um, he also does a really good job um, of just kind of, I guess he doesn't really have a lot of lines in the film because he is stranded at the bottom, but when he's pulled back up and he's just sitting there unresponsive, it's harrowing to watch, and it's really, really eerie and scary. This whole movie is, you just have, your shoulders are tense and you're literally holding your breath watching all of these events unfold. Alex Parkinson is the man who was one of the writers on this film, but also the director for this. And he did a really, really good job. To both DPs on the film, the normal DP and the underwater DP, you both did an amazing job. I could not find or I can't remember your guys' names because the credits were at the opening of the film, and I didn't have time to look it up before recording this. But to both of you guys, you did an amazing job of uh, capturing everything, especially in the underwater sequences. And I now have a big fear of deep, deep ocean. So next time I get on a cruise, I am making sure that I'm not going overboard. Making sure that. The score and the sound editing is really, really good. There is one moment in the film where the cord snaps and then everything just cuts out, and it sent a shiver down my spine. Like, just, oh, I hated that, and I also loved that at the exact same time. But yeah, this story is absolutely harrowing, tense, and amazing. All three of our leads do an amazing job of not only trying to sell the importance, but also wanting to try and get their colleague and their friend back. Score is absolutely beautiful. The cinematography is absolutely beautiful. If you guys have the chance to see Last Breath in theaters, I highly, highly recommend you do. It is absolutely intense, insane, and you will not want to go into the water ever again after watching it. So, some stuff to look forward to. You guys are going to get kind of a fantasy booking video coming up. It is the eve of Elimination Chamber. So, after this is done and after I get something to eat, um, I'll probably end up recording a fantasy booking video. Tomorrow, you will get your post show for Elimination Chamber, where I talk about all the stuff that happened on the show. And then Sunday, um, I'll do some Oscar coverage as well. So look forward to that as well. Um, in terms of a March schedule, so 7th, it will be Mickey 17. The 14th will be Novocaine and maybe some other stuff as well. Let me see here. 21st will be live action Snow White, and then the 28th will probably be Death of a Unicorn. But if anything else pops up on the 28th, I'll probably end up going to see it. But it'll most likely be Death of a Unicorn. So there you go. That's your March schedule, and anything else that I decide to do during that time. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll catch you guys later.